Hey guys, we're going to do a series on our ABody chassis. We're going to do a short series of videos, probably 4, 5, 6, however many it takes really, to show you how we build our ABody. We were the first company some 20 years ago to produce an aftermarket ABody chassis for the masses and bring it to market. We're very proud of that. We put a lot of effort into to our development of our ABody chassis. It's always been successful. It's been one of our top sellers since the day we released them, and we're very proud of that. So let's get started. I want to show you a few things on what we do and why we do it, and the way we build these things, and explain to you why that we do it this way versus some of the faster, easier, and cheaper ways that we could do it. So let's get started. I want to start at the back. So let's move toward the back, and then we'll work our way back forward. This one has the base perimeter almost in place. We've been working on this one. I think he's been on it about a day and a half maybe, and he's got a pretty good start on it. See the rear horn, he's got basically the whole perimeter. Then we come into our rear kick-up. He has the upper and lower plate tacked on this. You can see this is actually stepped over in the back here. This one is narrowed 3.5 inches per side. This one will get a 345 rear tire, Pro Touring style car, wide tire in the front and the back. So we don't have any of the inner in this or boxing, none of the welding. It's all just tacked in right now. But we come down into our torque box, our rear torque box. So this one is made for a 3.5 or 4 inch step in. I think this one's 3.5, but 3.5 step in. We build these for all the different width rear that we do. This one's 36.5. So this one is made for that rear width of the rear kick-up for the bigger tire. So we do these for 1 inch narrow, stock, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever it needs to be. So, but one thing I want to talk about is where this rear kick comes in and the main rail comes into the rear torque box and the front as well. We always double plate in the high stress areas, and this is one of them. So where this ties in, this will be double plated with 1/4 inch plate inside the frame rail, along with the boxing and the inner structure inside the rear kick-up. There'll be some inner structure that goes inside this as well. So this is kind of the key, along with the center rail here. So when we come out of the rear torque box into our main rail here, this piece has kind of evolved over the years. And when we first started doing these, this was a 4x4 piece of tubing, and we would kind of work everything into that. It was a lot of work because you needed that slope in the rail there, so that would have to be cut out, a piece of box and put in there. Really time consuming, but then we went to the 3x4. That gave us another inch of ground clearance on the main rail, tucked everything tighter up under the car. But now, and over the last few years, this is a fabricated piece as well, like most of the rest of the chassis. So this is a piece of flat sheet metal that we cut on the CNC plasma cutter. Then it goes to CNC brake, and it's bent, and then it's set in as our main rail. We also have the boxing plate. You can see that it has a bend on it, and what that does, that creates the slope. You can see how that piece will go right on there, have us a good weld gap. This will be welded on after the inner truss and system, and the all the tie-in pieces will go in. If you look at these are our inner structure for just the ABody. That's the shape of this main rail. We put these in. These will be welded in before that boxing plate goes on. We do this about every 8 to 10 inches all the way through. And what that does, that with the way we do our torque boxes, our inner structure truss system, the vanes, our inner structure that goes in this main rail, our front torque box, and the way all that ties in, we're taking as much of the torsional flex out of the frame as we possibly can. And what that's going to do is, by taking that torsional flex out of the frame's not flexing, the car's not flexing and absorbing all the energy. That's going to force the suspension to absorb that energy and do its job. If the suspension is doing its job, the frame's not flexing, the car's not flexing, that suspension's working, the car's going to handle better, it's going to drive better, it's going to ride better. It's going to be the difference in whether you drive the car or it sits in the garage and collects dust. So we don't want them sitting in the garage collecting dust. We want to drive these things. So let's move forward. Our front torque box, this is a piece that we make several of these at one time, same as we do the rear. These were made a while back along with several other ones. He hasn't made his front kick up yet. You can see these pieces will be built tomorrow, and they will tie the front torque box into the front frame section. And then we'll move forward after that, and he will work on the front horns, getting all those in place. You can see he's got the outer piece of the front horn in place. This is kind of set by the jig and everything. Kind of, you put a few pieces in here or there, and it's like putting a big puzzle together and tying everything in. This piece will come in and tie in there. You'll have an upper and a lower plate. All this will be hand formed and fitted tomorrow maybe. And then you'll have a boxing plate that will be the same, that will come in and finish that off. Holes for access to the front bumper mounts. This makes a really strong frame. We've been doing, like I say, a long time. So we're going to have several videos, and we look forward to showing you how we do this and the process all the way through. We have a lot of time, a lot of research, a lot of development, a lot of testing in everything that we do here. And we look forward to showing you some of the things and how we do them on the GM ABody chassis. This is one of the most complex frames that we build as far as the frames. And we just want to show you what you're getting if you go with a GM ABody chassis from Street Rod Garage. So, hey, look forward to coming back with you on the next videos. As soon as those drop, be watching for them. We'll be showing you some of the infrastructure, some of the, the boxing, some of the how we weld and grind these things out, and then cross members, suspension, all the things that we have to put on here. So we really appreciate you watching. Look forward to coming back with you on the next videos and showing you some more on our GM ABody chassis from Street Rod Garage. Thanks for watching.